Helen Yee here with Eyes on the Game, and I'm being joined by the undefeated WBO heavyweight champion, and happy belated birthday to Joseph Parker, fighting probably the biggest fight of your life, March 31st against Anthony Joshua. Tickets over 70,000 sold within a matter of minutes. How does it feel, and how has this experience been so far?
It's been a good experience so far. Thank you for the belated birthday wish. It's an exciting time. Exciting time to be a heavyweight. Exciting time for our team to be in this massive unification fight. And what can I say? We're here in Vegas training hard, putting in the work, and we're really looking forward to going over to the UK and putting on a great show, and hopefully coming back with the belts.
Yeah, and before we get into more about your training camp and how everything's going, but you're returning to the UK. You fought Helen Fury there, came out with a win back in September. How does it feel to kind of go back, though?
For us, that fight with Helen Fury was a good establishing fight in the UK. I think the UK is where the heavyweight scene is at the moment, so it was good to sort of get there and be a part of it. Yeah. But for us, we're excited. We're excited to go back to the UK and fight, because we see it as a place where there's a lot of heavyweight fights. Yeah. And I think just being involved in this big fight, our whole team is over the moon with it, and we're just, we're all doing our part to get myself prepared as best we can.
But does it put on added pressure to fight there, where Anthony Joshua is probably most comfortable, and once you walk out, over 70,000 screaming fans? How do you envision that so far?
We treat it as any other fight. We don't see it as any different. We just we're going apart doing our thing, and for us, we love challenges. We love the challenge of fighting in front of his crowd. We love the challenge of fighting a good fighter, and what can we say? It's going to be a great experience for all of us.
And you are undefeated, currently 24-0 in your professional career. Now, looking at the training camp ahead of this fight, your coach, Kevin Berry, has stated that you guys brought in a new strength and conditioning coach, right?
Yeah, we got a new strength and conditioning coach, but also just everything we're doing now is, I trust in my coach and what he has planned for me in this camp. He's got a game plan. He's put things in place which I feel is going to help me tremendously throughout this camp. So everyone plays their part, and all I got to do is stay healthy, train hard, and eat clean, and be in great shape.
And so, who is your new coach? Taylor Berry. I understand if you don't want to reveal it. We'll find out fight night, right?
Yeah, we'll find out later on. But no, everyone's sort of playing their part, and we're happy with how things are going at the moment. So we're just going to continue to put in the work, and I think we have another 6 weeks here in Vegas. So we've got to make the most of it.
And any other changes in this camp in particular for Joshua?
There's changes in terms of just there's things that we're doing which we weren't doing in the last camp. So I think it's exciting. It's exciting for us because we know that these things are going to make a big difference in how I fight and how I move in my performance. So it's something to look forward to.
And I know you said a key factor to beating Anthony Joshua will be, movement, speed, angles, and everything. And the press tour, the press conferences, happened. You have told a few media outlets that he was a bit smaller than you expected. Is that correct?
Yeah, on TV he looked a lot bigger, but when I sort of stood face to face, he wasn't as big as I thought he was. So it was good just to sort of get face to face and size him up. Yeah. And actually, see him in person, because I haven't seen him since the amateur days. Yeah.
And how does it feel to go into this fight as the underdog? Do you feel like, hey, in a way, less pressure, on me, more pressure on him? It's an advantage?
Yeah, going in as the underdog, everyone's already sort of thinking that we're going to lose the fight. So there is no pressure. And like I said, our team's just focusing on what we have to do. Yeah. And I think even if we weren't the underdog, there'd still be no pressure. I think pressure is only on yourself if you put it on yourself.
Very, very wise, only 26 years old. Great team around you. Now, over 20 guys have tried to beat Anthony Joshua in his professional career, such as White to Klitschko. Now, why do you think that you're going to do something different than the other 20 opponents to be the one that beats him?
Listen, we throughout our career, our team has kept active. I think he hasn't seen anything that we're going to bring, and it's going to be a surprise. You know, a lot of people already ruling us out, but that's what excites our team because we know what we can do. We know how good we are when we and then we just have to put it on display.
Are you envisioning a stoppage?
I'm envisioning myself with hands up at the end and going back to New Zealand and some of the belts and then celebrating with the team.
Now, do you see a lot of holes in his game, or which weaknesses do you see? And because we have seen him being dropped by Klitschko, so what weaknesses do you see from Anthony?
You know, there is the questionable chin, but I mean, he showed a lot of heart in getting up from that fight and finishing the fight off in great fashion. Some of the weaknesses, just we think that he's a little bit sort of stiff, and I think the movement isn't as good. But in saying that, you know, I'm sure he will look at his weaknesses and sort of strengthen them throughout this camp.
And do you think that you possess a lot more advantages over him?
I think we possess a lot of similar advantages. You know, I might be faster, but he's also fast. I might be quicker. He's also quick. So it's just a matter of who's going to be able to show it on a day.
And Tyson Fury has tweeted I believe a week or two ago, that he's offered to help you spar and prepare for Anthony Joshua, but you politely turned him down. Will he be helping you at all in this camp?
No, we're good friends, and I think I would love to catch up with him when I'm over there. Inspiring, I know I'm just going to leave that to my coach. He's already done his research and sort of picked the sparring partners which we think will help. So I think I'll leave that sort of area to him. But no, I'd like to thank Tyson Fury for offering the help because it's been it's been a great sort of friendship since we started being friends.
And has he offered you any advice on how to handle like all the media and attention from this?
No, not really. We haven't really. We don't speak a lot, but I mean, the way that we handle the media and all that, it just comes down to the team that we have. I think the team that I have keeps me grounded and keeps me relaxed. And the advice, I take it in and use it as best I can.
And another big fight right before yours, a few weeks before, March 3rd, Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. What do you think about that fight?
I think it'll be a good fight, but I think Deontay Wilder has... I think he has more skill, more power, and he's just the younger, sort of hungrier fighter. So I feel like it's going to be a good fight, but I'm sure it'll go his way.
And lastly, what do you hope to prove to the fans and to everybody on March 31st?
So I just want to put on a great fight. We have two young, hungry fighters, wanting to be the unified champion of the world. So we're going to go there. We're both going to give it everything. I want to make history.
And what do you have to say to all your fans who will be tuning in?
Tune in to watch because it's going to be a great fight, and I look forward to putting on a tremendous show.
And a knockout, maybe?
If a knockout comes, it'll come, but it's going to be a great fight.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations on your continued success. And I hope after the 31st you can finally have a good birthday celebration, right?
I had a good birthday celebration. I had a great one in New Zealand. I had a great time off. And now I'm here in Vegas, focused, ready to train hard, and be in great shape.
Awesome. Well, thank you again.
Thank you.